to all those macropod carers out there that would die of shock for me doing this, they actually do this when they're climbing. So you can see he uses his back legs as well. So that's why a glove's much better than having claws, teeth and back feet. Get your feet up there so I don't have to hold you. No, you're gone all floppy. You're silly. Hi everyone, I'm Dr Karen Coombes from Tree Roo Rescue, and this is Charlie, and I would really love to introduce you to some tree kangaroos, some awesome animals in our care at the moment, and show you around and show you what we do. One of the exciting things about working with tree kangaroos is that they all have different personalities. So they're very intelligent, but I'm biased, but they're very intelligent animals. I think because they're three-dimensional, they have to be able to climb around and work out what to eat and what not to eat and live in a thick rainforest. But they're cheeky. Some can be very affectionate. They do tend to think I'm another tree kangaroo because, of course, I smell all the time of tree roos. And some can be a little bit too cheeky, so I have a couple of naughty boys that only I look after. Yeah, I know, he's all excited. So he was born here to his mum, but she passed away 12 months ago. Oh, don't. Rocket, let go. So we'll just go in his cage and take him back in there where I can make him behave himself. A lot of them are very special. They're quite mischievous, entertaining. So you can see baby tree kangaroos and they're all a little bit naughty. You're talkative, I know. You're making lots of noises today. Don't bite. He's playful. He's not being grumpy. He's being playful. Sit still. Oh, I can think of 100 words to explain what a tree roo is like. But once you get to meet a tree kangaroo, that's it. You're lost. So he's a teenager now. And in the next 6 months, if not sooner, we'll release him. He's a very stressy, shy boy, but he knows how to climb. He's a really good climber. Bitey children. Why did I start Tree Roo Rescue? Well, we've been rescuing animals for many years anyway, and then when we moved here from Darwin, we started looking after tree roos, and I started my PhD and studied them, and then we started getting animals in care, and each year it was just a couple a year, and then it started increasing and increasing. I actually had a heart attack in 2011, and it was odd that I didn't really have a light bulb moment or anything. I just felt, you know what, we need to set up as a non-for-profit. All of the money up until that time was coming out of our pocket, and as the increasing numbers happened, it was actually starting to get very expensive. So yeah, I guess what do you do when you're sitting around twiddling your thumbs after recovering from a heart attack? You decide to give yourself more work and set up a non-for-profit. So 22 years, I think it is, later, and I'm still volunteering 7 days a week to look after these guys, and often all the way through the night. You do fall in love with them pretty easily, and I guess that's what's happened to me. Are you going to go in the bag? Huh? In the bag. Oh, sorry, baby. Oh, did he get you? Nothing's going smoothly at all this morning, is it? So at Charlie's age, he'd be in and out of the pouch still a little bit. Out more than in. But he would definitely be eating leaves up in the tree, climbing around with Mum. He's only just been introduced to chickpeas and sweet potato. So I'd prefer the babies to be mostly or purely on leaf diet. So he's had several different species. And what we also do with the joeys is get stomach contents from roadkills, sadly. So we get fresh, if it's fresh, we get the stomach contents out of the stomach and feed it to these guys. Sometimes they love it and really guts it down. Other times they go, oh yuck, what's that you're trying to give me? But it provides them with the bacteria that the mother would normally either regurgitate or they'd get from licking the mouth and stuff. They need that bacteria to help them. You're marking your territory, are you? So they kind of scruff it up. You don't want anyone else to eat those leaves. Is that what it is? So the girls are territorial as well as the boys. They have distinct home ranges and they don't share it with anybody else except for their offspring. And then when their babies are old enough, they'll kick them out. These girls are all good with each other because I've hand raised them together, but they do squabble and they do still carry on like they're territorial. And they will come a day when they're ready to go and they will start really fighting with each other. then you go. This little girl in this enclosure, her name is Kira, and she was rescued at Kawara Beach in Cairns, which is really unusual. She was found in someone's backyard on the forest side of Kawara Beach, and she was being attacked by ants. She should not have been on the ground sitting there to be able to be attacked by ants. Normally they wouldn't sit still enough to get covered in ants. So she wasn't a well girl. Unfortunately, a lot of the animals that come into care are blind. They're not totally blind, they have focus and depth perception lacking. What I think's going on is that the trees themselves are stressing, and rainforest trees are already toxic. They've got several layers of secondary compounds in them, and there are some species that have neurotoxins in them. Whether that's causing this blindness or not, I'm not sure, but it's certainly causing stress. So we are researching it, and it's just a matter of time before we can work out what's going on. So Kira's got a happy ending in the fact that she may not be in the wild, but at least she's safe and sound. And you can see she's quite chubby, so she's quite healthy. Aren't you, baby? So Misty came in a few years ago as a tiny weeny baby. A young lad got his mum to stop and a mother was hit by a car and killed. So it was pretty impressive that he got mum to check pouch, and she's a big girl now, so she will be released into the wild. Don't fight. Here, let go at the back there. So this is Bonnie. You're all wet. Did you get wet in the rain? Did you? Oh, you want to get it? Okay. You want to eat up there? We're going to be inundated now. So, and this is Ella. Ella wants some too. Ella was also, she was found as a little tiny joey sitting in the middle of a paddock without mum, so we don't know whether a dog may have killed mum. And Bonnie's mother got hit by a car. A lovely paramedic stopped in the middle of the night to pick her up, and she was another little tiny one, weren't you? Hey, Bon. These guys aren't nocturnal, so one of the problems is that people think they are. So when they do actually hop out in front of a car in the middle of the day, they're quite surprised. So please be careful driving around the tablelands day and night. And if you do see one that's injured, lost, or sitting bewildered on the side of the road, or maybe your dog has attacked it, please ring us. Our number's on our website and on Facebook. The other thing is, if you do find a dead animal on the side of the road that's been hit, please check its pouch. Misty would never have survived on her own in the pouch. They do slowly die of starvation because mum's died. So it would be horrible, wouldn't it, Misty? Hey? So babies do survive from mum being killed and hit by a car. Not always, but often. That's the kids. Oh, I'm going to make sure that's not too hot. Come here, you two. Come on. Where's your bag? Right here. You ready? Need your bottle. Now I sit up like this because it's easier to balance them on my lap. Charlie, you want this? With the tongue going. Now let go. Give me a hand. There we are. So this is little Charlie, and he came in as a very tiny 380 grams, I think he was. Mum had dropped him and didn't want to come back down to get him, so the people watched for a while before they rang us. So he was a tiny little guy that couldn't really climb or anything properly. He should have still been in Mum's pouch, definitely, without any fur like that. So he's doing really, really well. You can see he's quite fluffy now, so he's got a beautiful amount of fur. And he loves his bottle. Tree kangaroos are like all marsupials. They can't have lactose, so we use special formula for wildlife. So if you ever find a baby of any sort of any macropod or even possums, please don't try to feed them. Just be aware that they need to go straight to a registered experienced wildlife carer, especially animals like tree kangaroos. If you give them the wrong food, solid food especially, you could make them very, very sick and they might die. So it's very important. Big sooky boy, aren't you? They are very one person. He doesn't like to be bottle fed by anybody else. With all wildlife, when you're handling it, you shouldn't have lots of different people handling them anyway. So they all suffer from that sort of stress, and that can make them very sick. It's not just tree kangaroos, but these guys are particularly susceptible to stress. What is that, baby? Working here at Tree Roo Rescue, I guess the worst part would be when I lose one, and sadly that happens. I was having quite a nice day. We got through all the work early and then sat down with a couple of friends for lunch. 5 o'clock in the afternoon, a volunteer told me that one of them wasn't well. So I spent the next 3 days and 3 nights with no sleep trying to save him. And yeah, that's pretty devastating. I guess though the upside is the best thing is to actually hand raise a joey all the way from 360 or something grams with no fur all the way through to an adult and then release it into the wild. And that is so exciting and so satisfying. But even to actually get an animal that's been rescued on, death's bed and to get it through and to have it healthy and happy and able to go to a zoo, that's even almost as good. Well, there's somebody watching. So BJ's a sook. He likes a cuddle. I don't suggest that you try this really in the wild. You'd never get one close enough. But you like a cuddle, don't you? Hey? What do I smell like? Others. Oh, okay. He's talking. Did you hear that? You need a bit of a growl. Was that a I like it, or I don't like you smell like somebody else? What motivates me to do what I do here with the Tree Roos? I guess it's just an overall love for them. I sometimes question that when I'm really exhausted, but it really doesn't go very far as, why am I doing this? Why do you think you're doing this? Of course you're doing it because you love them. Somebody needs to be the voice for them. I know there's a lot of other people out there that can do what I do, but nobody else rescues adult tree roos. One of the things someone said to me once is, if you're really tired, just say no. How can you say no? I can't say no when someone rings up and says a tree kangaroo's been hit and sitting on the side of the road. I mean, if I leave it there, I'm not going to get any sleep forever. We do what we do because we love these animals. And you only have to have a cuddle from a joey, or even the adults. I mean, I get cuddles from the rescues, not even just the hand-raised ones. Some of them are quite affectionate that have been rescued and cared back from near death, and yeah, that's my reward. I guess I have no other answer but to say maybe I'm a little bit crazy, and I'm just love these guys. That's it, full stop. Charlie and I would love to thank you for showing interest and letting us show you around today. I hope you've learnt lots about tree kangaroos and that you love them as much as we do. And you're going to hop up? Oh, there you go. And if you want to know more, you can follow us on Facebook. We have a very active Facebook page. You can donate through there if you wish to help us. On our website, we have a wonderful website shop where you can buy all sorts of goodies of Dr. Tree Roo. So thank you for seeing what we do here and showing some interest, and thank you for caring.